this is the edge of the Club Med resort. You can see the neighbors putting up their umbrellas on the resort beside us. So we'll take a walk and go down through one end to the other of Club Med and get a idea of how big the whole area is and how everything lays, so you're not lost, or you get a better sense of how the resort is set up. First off, we've got what they call the tennis club. It's also got a sign on it that says the meeting room. It's a pretty big building. We'll come over here. This building overlooks the tennis courts. There's several tennis courts. And we'll take a walk down here to the edge of the boardwalk. The area here in between where the sidewalk is and the actual beach, it's just kind of a barrier for them. They don't really use it for anything. You got the signs warning you're now leaving Club Med. And you got the beach. And right now the water isn't as turquoise or teal as you always see it in the pictures, because the sun's not up yet. It's right now a little before 7 a.m. There's hardly anybody up, hardly anybody out walking. Just a few people on the beach from other resorts. People just seem to walk one end of the beach to the other. We'll go back and we'll start heading down towards Sharkies Bar. And some of the housing. You can see the foot washing station, the shower once you come in off the beach. You can see the sprinklers are still on. Club Med does have plenty of room to expand if they ever wanted to do a massive expansion of their property. They have plenty of room to do that. You can see some of the little cabanas. There's a gazebo over there. Pictures or weddings. Up here, little buildings right there is bocce ball. And this building right here is Sharkies Bar. They also have smoothies here, and then the restaurant itself has a few things to eat. You got the stage. Well, we'll do a walk through here. I don't think anybody's here yet. Nope. See a map. They we still got the menu up from last night for Sharkies. You can see they're all covered in tables with some lights. Just a few people walking. You can see most of Grace Bay. You can see all the way across and see the buildings on the far side of the bay. Alright, we'll look at some of the housing next. It's 2019 right now. 2 years ago, a hurricane went through and destroyed a lot of the island. So as a result, a lot of stuff got a total makeover, including pretty much brand new shingle roofs on every single building and brand new paint. Come down here. This is where you rent out the boats, the Hobies, stand-up paddle boards, the kayaks. Life jackets. That's where the beach volleyball is. You can see the boats out in the distance. Those are the Club Med boats for snorkeling, scuba, and then they also use that for the boat tours, for the island tours. We'll come back up, we'll look a little bit more at the housing. So like I said, all the housing has brand new paint. They like their bright colors. It's very noticeable out on the bay when you're in one of the boats or on a boat tour or scuba diving. You can tell where Club Med is with the bright colors at shore. They only have 3-story buildings is the highest they go. A lot of them are 2-story. Then there's some single-story ones. We'll look in the back. That's where the staff, the geos, stay. Look down the hall. So along with the new shingle roofs on all the buildings, the main center where the food, all the shops are, check-in, around the pool, everything like that, got a brand new metal roof. If you notice a lot of the old photos, they've got the old black shingle roof. The white really makes it look a lot better. See the little towers here, those are the Wi-Fi boosters for pretty much the whole area. The Wi-Fi here is not very good. I ran a speed check and it's very, very low. So as we come up, take a look at the map. This building here is part of the main larger structure, but this is where you eat all your meals, the buffet style. So if we look, we started right here and came up to Sharkies, went down to where the boats are, and now you're right here. That's all the housing behind us, and then this is going to be where the dining hall is. Different housing units. You can eat inside or outside. There's not a lot of seats outside, but there's a decent amount if you get here early. Walk up. Looks like they've got the pool roped off. Maybe they're cleaning it. You can see the flag. Another famous sign everybody wants to get a picture with. If they just put that caution tape up every night to keep people out of it in the middle of the night, or if they just got it to where they cleaned it and put chemicals in to let them settle in the morning. Because I've only seen 3 people since I've been up. Come over here, you can see the trapeze. They had a show last night. We'll come down this way for a second, take a look at the pier. You can see people have already come down and staked their claim on the little cabana houses. There's usually plenty, at least in November, which is what time we're here. But you can come down and get your spot for the day. Come down here. We'll go out on the pier as far as we can go. This pier's the one most people take pictures of because it's got a very rustic look. Like it's been through several hurricanes over the years. And hopefully the wind's not too bad out here. You can see with the sun getting just a little bit higher, the water's starting to go back to the turquoise color. Get an overview. The edge of Club Med is actually over there at that other pier. That's where the scuba snorkeling happens. Get a full view. come back up the pier. We'll look at the other half of the housing units from the front, and then make our way over to the dive shack, passing by the Trapeze, and then we'll come back around through the rooms and come back the other way and see the soccer field, and in the center area where the theater is and the shops are. Some things to note. It seems like there's an awful lot of French speaking people, whether from France or from Canada. I'd say a minimum of 30% of the people speak French here, or only French. So sometimes it's hard to communicate with some people. You can see the trapeze. And if you take a look in there, that's the theater. We'll just pop over here right now while nobody's here. Let's see. Ping pong. Looks like a lot of the chairs are gone. They moved them over for the show last night by the Trapeze. You've got the dive center, and then the front desk is up there. There's a small shop there. The doctor's office is through that hallway. There's the excursions place where you buy your extra packages for boat tours or kayak tours to Iguana Island. Then the main bar is centered right back there. There's another shop, little gift store, and then over there is the large dining hall. We'll come through that once we go out to the edge of the pier over by the dive center, or the dive shack. So if you want to learn how to trapeze, they give you lessons all week. I've seen a couple of them last night, did a pretty good job for what they learned in a week. Right this way is the dive center and snorkeling, the massage cabanas, which are these buildings up here on the front that have the wood planking around them. Take a look at those too. It costs extra to get higher up in the rooms and to get the ocean view, so several $100s, but if you've been here, if this is your first time, it's well worth that. But if you're a returner, like it seems like most people are, it's up to you if you want to spend the extra $400, $500, $700 for that view every time. doesn't look like anybody's up there at the massage area, wellness, relax area. We'll take a trip up there and see if we can't walk through. So me and my fiance did this yesterday, a couples massage. Well, they've got the gate shut. As you can see, they've got a meeting room, so when you show up, and then they've got 3 individual rooms. The ones over here are for single massages, and then this one here is the larger one for couples massages. You can kind of see in. They've got a dozen different packages. One of the cheapest ones available for couples was just the hour massage, and it's right at about $100 American. $100 an hour. So $200 for the couples massage. But it's well worth it for the view. Now everything's more expensive here on the island, especially in the gift shop. I think we found a small place less than a mile, about a half mile away outside of Club Med, and it's about $65 an hour. Seems to be about the going rate for the island, at least right now. But you're just in a room and nowhere near the beach, so I guess you pay for the view also and the sounds of the waves you can hear crashing when you're getting your massage. Take a walk out here, see if we can't see around a little bit. Not too much.